Hey everyone, welcome back to some World of Tanks. It's actually been a little while. It's a couple weeks, I think, since you've seen a World of Tanks video. I'm thinking that from now on I might try to have a video starting at this one or after this one every Tuesday. We'll call it Tankin' Tuesday or something like that. I don't know. Just as kind of a way to almost guarantee that I can put out a video rather than having like 2 this week and 3 this week and then none again for a week, whatever. But anyway, let's get to this replay. So I've decided to take a bit of a back route here. This is myself playing in the 60 TP and a pretty good battle I had. Decided to take the back way because I was feeling like, you know what, I'm worried I'm going to get shot in the side, just like that artillery did there. If I try to take this pathway a little bit more kind of the direction he did. I don't usually go this back way though, but now I saw him die. I looked at the mini-map. I see that I'm pretty alone on this flank, and I'm thinking, you know what, I'm going to get shot by enemy vehicles over there. The Barras shoots me and hits me, and either his second shot or a shot from something else, I heard hit behind me there. Something tried to shoot me there. I just didn't have any success doing so. I decided, you know what, I'm alone, but I'm not going to... Ow, thank you artillery, really appreciate that. But I decide now that I'm not going to turn around and go back. I'm not going to make that crossing again. I'm going to push up here. I'm going to hope the enemy team didn't bring a whole lot of vehicles over here and just annihilate me. But we'll see what happens here in a second. And well, the honest answer is that not much exciting happens here for a couple minutes. I just spend a little bit of time camping, not wanting to push up because I don't want to be aggressive. I kind of line up a shot here thinking if someone crosses that pathway, maybe we can get a free shot into the side. Hopefully they're not really paying attention or expecting me to be here in some way or another. And it just, yeah, becomes the waiting game. So let's fast forward just a few moments here. I do have a friend that has appeared up here and is spotting the Cobra up ahead. So at least I have a better idea what's up there. It doesn't seem like there's very much, but I'm still not going to push it. I want to push that Cobra and then find out that this tank destroyer is sitting on the other side of the building that he's at, like on the other side of the water there, ready to shoot me. It's just not a fight that I feel like I should take on. The Leopard is probably thinking the same thing, given that he's leaving that spot. And so now I'm back to the waiting game to see if somebody makes a mistake somewhere. Hopefully, maybe, possibly. And then probably less than 15 seconds later, the Cobra does make himself known there and gets himself shot by the allies a few times. Actually managed to do a bit of damage to our EBR-105. And I go back to just sitting here again. Yeah, are you seeing a pattern here? So then fast forward another 20 seconds or so, and we see the Cobra get respotted out in a different spot, and he is going to be the one that gives me that free shot into his butt. I will absolutely take that, thank you very much. And now we'll have to see if he makes any other mistakes and makes himself an easy finishing target. But I'm noticing out to my left there that there are some enemy vehicles that are pushing up towards our base a little bit. I didn't have a chance to shoot that Cobra there at all, but that's fine. Our ally managed to finish him off, no problem. And I'm kind of thinking, what's over here? What can I shoot at? Is our Leo friend going to push up? If he does, I kind of hope he doesn't, because there's a couple tank destroyers that could potentially be over there, and I'm really hoping that somebody like that K91 is going to poke over top of the train tracks there and give me a nice shot, nice juicy shot. And hello there, how about you? Yep, absolutely. I'll take more than half your hit points. Thank you very much. Please do that again. Just give me a few seconds to reload and do that again. I'd really appreciate it. I love it when enemies give me free damage. And here we go. And maybe if he had waited another 5 seconds to do that, I could have snuck a shot in there, but it's just not going to happen. And I think at this point too, he's kind of realized, like, hey, if I do that, I'm going to die. And he's getting shot by somebody else now too, probably the M41D on our team. And there he goes. He's dead. No longer an issue. Now I've got to find someone else to shoot. Unfortunate. There's a Horo 3-1 that has been spotted. I'll worry about him in a second. For now, I want to try to help our M41, who is being a little bit rushed by this K91 PT. I have a very slim shot there. It goes into the dirt. Unlucky. It actually wasn't that slim of a shot, but it was clearly slim enough that not a lot happened. I have been spotted by what I assume is the K91 over there, either that or the Brask. And now our M41 is definitely outgunned. I want to help him as much as I can. That's not a great shot I have there either. Managed to make it connect to the Brask and do a good chunk of damage. Now I've got 2 one-shot vehicles over there. They're almost one-shot, both one-shots. They're close to it. Ow. For the M41. The Hori 1 has clearly moved up and found a shot to shoot me with. And can I finish off the K91? No, he's behind the other little mound there. And our M41 ally has died, so maybe I won't get a chance. I was thinking about trying to find a shot on the SU-130PM, but he's kind of positioned himself in a spot where I can't do that either. And what is this? There's the K91, the other K91. There's 2 different K91s in this match by slightly different names. I had a very slim shot on him there. I decided to try. I'm going to get out of here though, because I'm spotted. I'm worried about getting pushed from behind by the Hori 1. I don't know where the SU-130PM, where he is and what he's doing. These mediums are pushing up to the base. I don't know at this point if the allies in the base can actually handle what the push that's happening there, and they look like they are crumbling a little bit. So I figured, you know what, I should get up here. I should kind of concentrate our forces a little bit. And if I'm gonna do it at all, I have to do it now before the Ho-Ri and the SU-130 PM put pressure on me. And especially going back and trying to fight those two alone would be a little bit unwise. I'm worried here. You can tell I have my turret pointed towards them. I'm worried they're gonna outspot me through the bushes or something and get a free shot into the back of me, and I don't want that to happen. So I just turn my turret that way, so one, I'm ready to fire sooner if I need to, if they get spotted behind me. And two, why not pull your armor where you think you're going to get shot from? It's a really good idea. Even if a tank doesn't have good turret armor, most of the time there'll be some sort of bouncy angle, or even just a smaller profile, harder to hit, slightly harder to hit target for the enemy vehicles when you point your turret at them. So really, why not? There's no reason not to. And then if you have an enemy on either side of you and you're trying to point your turret one way and your hull the other, it doesn't make sense. There's a weak spot every direction. I don't know. What am I saying? It doesn't... it's... Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, now I'm in position here. I've gotten into our base. I'm still worried about where the Ho-Ri 1 is going to be. The SU-130 PM has moved a little bit. The K-91 and the Skoda T-50 are pushing up to the base a little bit. They're on the other side of the train tracks. I'm wondering if they're going to be able to spot me or where the SU-130 PM is going. I'm also slightly concerned about what might appear behind me in that Ho-Ri 1 eventually. So I feel like I need to kind of do this quickly, but at the same time not too quickly, because there's no point in throwing myself away. I'm wondering if that K-91 is spotting me. Looks like he might be, and I actually realize here in a second that it's probably that Skoda that is spotting me. But he clearly doesn't realize that he's spotting me, because he's not making any attempt to get out of there when I have a line of sight on him through underneath of those train cars there. So now it's just the K-91. I'm trying to back up here. I'm making it look like, hopefully, that I'm not pushing up, so the enemy doesn't know what I'm doing. At least make him guess a little bit, right? But I'm not sure if the K-91 just respotted me there. He might have. I could see a little bit at the top of his turret, and there's probably viewports up there, so yeah, I'm going to assume that I got spotted there, and the cat is out of the bag there a little bit. The S-130 PM has pushed up behind us a little bit in the base, so I know that he's not waiting around the corner for me to shoot him anymore. They could be... I still don't know where the Ho-Ri 1 is. I'm assuming that he's pushing up and probably not too far away from the SU-130 PM. There he is. He just got spotted. But I'm trying to decide now, should I turn around and go help them? Should I push this K-91? There's just a K-91 and an ELC of a 90 over here now. I do have hit points. I am a tier 10 tank. Maybe I should go do that. It's going to be tricky though, but I mean, look at the rest of my team. They don't have it any easier. So here we go. Artillery is starting to pound me. That's unfortunate. And the K-91 knows that I'm coming. He's going to hide behind the rock. And I've decided, you know what, I need to push him. I can't sit here and wait for artillery to unload on me. There are two enemy arties in this match still, and they will pick away at hit points with me very quickly, just like that. I'm on the wrong side of the rock to have protection from that artillery. I'm going to push the K-91 here. I need to try to catch him, even though I'm stunned, which is a pain. I need to try to push him and get a shot at him before he can get around all the rocks and everything here. And can I reload in time? Maybe I could have snuck a shot in there, but it would have been so tricky to do. It's just, if I had missed, the K-91 would have poked around the corner and shot me again 2 times for free. It just wasn't worth the risk, in my opinion. But things are getting desperate now. It's a 2 versus 5 situation. I'm feeling a little bit alone. I still don't know where that ELC of an ID is. He could appear any moment. The Leo looks like he's going to go see if he can find that ELC, or else come and help me with the K-91. I see he's coming to help me with the K-91. I've actually poked around the rock there a little bit to try to get the arty to miss a shot on me, and it kind of worked. They just lightly splashed me. And here comes the ELC of a 90. I'm not going to be able to kill him with 1 shot. Or am I? There's 851 damage. Very, very easily. Plus a fire. And now the K-91 is coming for the circle. He's getting slowed down by the allied EVA 90's corpse in the way. I need to try to push him again. I can't let him get around the corner the exact same way again. Here comes more artillery shots. I managed to get off the shot with the auto aim, finishing him. Okay, now the Ho-Ri 1 has appeared at a terrible time. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm toast. I've got very few hit points left. If he hits me, he's probably going to pen. He's obviously going to kill me if he pens. But I can't afford to take more than maybe 1 more artillery shot until I die. So I'm going to try to just break line of sight here and hope that I can break the line of sight properly before the artillery are reloaded and make the Ho-Ri 1 come for me. But you know, plans have changed. I decide I can't let the Ho-Ri 1 push me. I need to try to get some damage into him now. I penetrate him, hit the front of him, no problem. One artillery is spotted actually pushing up to me, which is kind of a surprise to me. The other one is now firing at me. I managed to dodge that shot, just take a stun, and I need to be able to get one more high roll on that Ho-Ro 1 in order to finish him off without getting hit by anything at this point. I'm watching that Object 261 because I know he hasn't fired yet. I wanted to see if he was sitting there aiming a shot at me. I'm going to back up to this rock now because I know I can't sit there and take more artillery hits. The Ho-Ro 1 is just going to make me wait it out here. He's going to play the waiting game. He has that advantage because of the artillery. But there's the Object 261 behind me. I can't ignore him. I know as soon as I turn around and shoot at him, though, the Ho-Ro is going... Ho-Ri is going to look at me, and... yeah, that's unfortunate. There's just not much I could do. I feel like I almost pulled off the epic carry there. If I could have shot the Ho-Ro one more time and had a high damage roll and killed him with that shot, then I would have had a very good chance of killing that artillery. I think that there's a chance the artillery wouldn't have done as much damage had it hit the front of my vehicle as opposed to the back. He probably hit the engine deck or something similar like that and did more damage because of that. But man, that was one of those games where right off the beginning I thought, you know what, this match doesn't look too good. I'm all alone on this flank. It's not going to be fun. And then it got near the end and thought, you know what, this is actually a pretty close match. Then there was opportunity for a carry, and I was back and forth on it as if I could do it or not. Got the lucky kill on the ELC, and I don't know. It was a game that I enjoyed playing, even though it was a loss. It's a shame that it was a loss, though, given that it was around 6,000 damage, which is not too bad whatsoever. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.